Good morning, St. Francis, and good morning, people of God. It is Wednesday, the 22nd day of May, 2024. It is Wednesday of the 7th week of the year, the 7th week in Ordinary Time. It is also today on the campus of the Franciscan School, our great commencement day. So we are going to wish our 8th graders well into the future, into their careers in high schools, into their into their lives that will not follow after all of these years that they have spent here at the Franciscan School. So we have a prayer breakfast that's happening in one of our halls, Fellowship Hall over here, with parents. And then that will lead into Mass, a baccalaureate Mass at 9, and then a commencement ceremony at 3 o'clock. So packed full day celebrating the class of 2024. There are special readings that we're going to be using today for the baccalaureate Mass, but the readings for today, because the readings for today are not really good for graduation. Well, and maybe they are in one way, but they're rather bizarre. So now the letter of James. Always have to remember with the letter of James that James is trying to remind us what it means to live, as a believer, what it means to live as a child of God, as somebody who understands the breadth and the depth of what it means to be a part of the life of God. And so he cautions against arrogance. He cautions against those ideas of being in control, of thinking that we can do this, that, or the other thing. And it's wonderful where he says in this part of the letter, you're nothing but a puff of smoke, that appears then disappears. Again, there's a great bringing down to reality that the letter of James does, and it's very good in that way for us to remember that it isn't with arrogance, it isn't with pride that we make our way in the world. It's with humility, it's with generosity, it's with graciousness. Those kinds of things that are sacramental in and of themselves. And those are things that again we've hoped we've offered to our graduates this year in the class of 2024 to weed out the arrogance, to bring in humility that does not demean or make you less than who and what you are, but that allows you again the openness to give yourselves to others, because that is how we are measured, not by how much that we achieve and how much we succeed, but by how much we give of ourselves to one another. In the gospel for today, there's also kind of a thing where it's also not about trying to segregate yourself and trying to be a club unto yourself or trying to be just a special group. And so as Mark's gospel continues today, the apostles run to Jesus saying, there are people who are casting out demons in your name and we want to stop them because they shouldn't be doing that because they're not part of our group. And Jesus says, you're idiots. That's not what this is about. It's not about segregating people. It's not about exclusivity. It's not about only this group matters and that group doesn't. It's about everyone recognizing their power to be able to do good in this world, and that good recognizing that it comes from the name of God, from the name of Christ, and that allows us to do fantastic and wonderful things. Again, here hopefully at the Franciscan School we have given our graduates an ability to be able to give of themselves and bring things together, to bring back what has fallen apart, to allow for unity and peace, again to reign in this world, because together we can do incredible things. A blessed day, St. Francis and people of God. Again, pray for our graduates of the class of 2024, and may the Lord give you his peace.